Did you know that there are tons of VR games and experiences out there that you can play without having to install the app onto your headset, and instead you can simply play them directly from a web browser? And if you've never heard of it, this technology is called WebXR. WebXR stands for Web Extended Reality, which includes virtual reality, augmented reality, and mixed reality. WebXR uses web languages and frameworks such as HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and A-Frame to build applications that run on any device that supports web browsing, such as VR headsets, smartphones, tablets, and computers. WebXR is important for VR users because it makes VR more accessible and convenient. You don't need to download or install any apps to access WebXR content. You simply need to visit a web page that supports WebXR, and you can enter the VR world with just a click of a button. You can also easily share WebXR content with your friends and family by just sending them a link. And the idea is that these experiences will be supported by any headset that can access a web browser, which is awesome for accessibility. The big news is that the upcoming Apple Vision Pro will be supporting WebXR in Safari, meaning that this platform will be not just for VR gaming, but for social experiences and for mixed reality applications, because Apple focuses on those kind of experiences more so than gaming. There's already way more to WebXR than just gaming. You can find WebXR applications for different purposes and interests, such as education, entertainment, art, social, and so much more. So let me tell you about several WebXR games and apps which you can fire up right now if you own a Meta Quest or Pico headset, and even a PC VR headset through desktop Chrome browser. You will find the links to these experiences down below in the description. Let's go! First one on the list is the game called Elysian. Let's see how you can run it. Open a MetaQuest browser, you can simply search for it in the list of all the apps, and then type in this in the address bar, elysian.fun. You will find the links to all these immersive WebXR experiences in the description. Now, when the page loads, simply click on the launch button. Elysian is a completely free-to-play, action-packed wave shooter that also features a multiplayer mode. It's pretty amazing that a web browser that supports WebXR can deliver such fully immersive experiences like this one. This game is a pretty straightforward wave shooter with familiar VR controllers. You run around the space station destroying evil AI drones, you can use your jetpack to quickly move around and protect yourself with a shield, but be careful because your shield may quickly deplete, but you can pick up these crystals to restore it and to increase your life if you get hit. It's a pretty fun little game, and what's interesting is that it was developed by a software engineer at Meta Reality Labs who founded Elixir Games, game developing studio. Although it is not a Meta affiliated project, it is still very cool, and if you want to check it out, go to elysian.fun in your Meta browser. Now I want to make a little segue from my list to talk about a brand new game called Underdogs. While not a WebXR game, Underdogs is an awesome physics-based VR brawler that you're gonna love. In this rather brutal game, you can bash, crush, and rip apart enemy bots and mechs. It's a full-on metal-on-metal violence. You'll face a wide variety of enemies, from bots to piloted mechs, and find creative ways to tear them apart using your actual hands and arm-based locomotion mechanics. It is so brutal, but also so satisfying. It's coming out tomorrow on January 25th on MetaQuest and Steam, but you can pre-order it for 10% off, so hurry up. But that's not all. The developers have put together an incredible giveaway of 10 Quest 3 headsets. Yes, you've heard me right. 10 Quest 3s will be given away in less than 2 weeks. Follow the link in the description to enter, and hurry up and pre-order Underdogs for a discounted price, and simply because this game is so epic. Have fun with it, and we will continue our list of free WebXR games that you don't even need to download, but you can simply play from your browser. Above Par Otovsky Mini Golf. This virtual reality golfing game is one of the best WebXR experiences on the web. The course was recently expanded to 9 holes and outfitted with additional features, making the overall look and feel of the game on par with top experiences on the VR App Store like Walkabout Mini Golf. It looks and feels great, and it is hard to believe that it's a free experience that you can play by simply opening the MetaQuest browser. Remember that you can find all the links to these experiences in the description below. Rogue Saber is a lightsaber experience where players can deflect lasers using their lightsabers. You can select the color of your saber, select how many drones will be attacking you, and for how long. This is actually not that easy of a game because you need to hit the lasers exactly with your rather skinny lightsaber, and it is less forgiving than the Dojo Invader Immortal games. You've really got to be precise here, and it is a cool little experience to test your reaction speed. Cadenza is my personal favorite game because of its simple yet extremely addicting nature. This game makes you feel like a pro piano player where you have to hit the correct keys to play classical pieces. Of course, this experience has nothing to do with actual piano skills, but rather with your reactions. It's kind of an unusual twist on Guitar Hero, but more like Piano Hero. You don't need VR to play Cadenza, as you can play it using your keyboard on a flat screen mode, but I'm not gonna lie to you, VR makes it 1,000 times more fun, so give it a try. Moonriders is probably the most famous WebXR game because it is basically your Synth Riders but completely free. It has lots of custom songs as it is a community-based experience, and honestly, it is not worse than the paid experience of Synth Riders. It's definitely one of the most impressive WebXR experiences out there, and if you haven't tried it yet, you are missing out. I'm not gonna tell you any more about it, you just have to give it a try. Another game I really liked is Asteroid Storm. Mainly, I like the unusual controllers in this game as you operate your spaceship and aiming at asteroids and UFOs. It's a pretty cool little game considering it is completely free and playable via browser. But WebXR is not just about gaming, and there are many different use cases of this new standard, and you will be surprised, but it even allows creating mixed reality experiences. One really awesome one is called Wall, which will introduce you to the little owl chatbot who knows quite a bit about Redwood Forest. Before you start this experience, you will need to set up your room, draw walls and furniture if you want to. Then you'll be able to place this portal in one of your walls and Wall will appear. Wall is really smart as it can understand and repeat your name, for example, and answer your questions. You simply talk to it and it's surprisingly good at understanding what you're saying.
Now, my newfound pal, what might your name be?
My name is Tetiana.
Tetiana, what a delightful name.
Tell me, who are you?
Well, my dear Tetiana, I am none other than the wise and whimsical woodland creature known as...
I was having a lot of fun chatting with him, but he was primarily designed to educate people about the Redwood Forest, and he knows a lot about it, so definitely ask him lots of questions about it. The game even gives you some suggested questions.
Here are a few options for you to ponder. 1. Ever wondered how these towering trees manage to reach such great heights?
Give it a try and have a little chat with Wall the Owl. Brushwork VR is an awesome WebXR application that allows you to paint in VR or even in your own living room using pass-through. You can pick up different brushes, mix colors, and the app showcases very realistic interactions of paint on the canvas. It is very easy to mess up your strokes if you're not careful. I'm no painter, but I've had a lot of fun messing with this app, and I was very surprised about the quality of this painting game. Another impressive WebXR app that you should bookmark in your browser. I've mentioned before that WebXR is more than just gaming, and a good example of that is Mozilla Hubs. Mozilla Hubs is a virtual platform for educators, teams, and organizations that makes virtual collaboration and learning effortless. There are lots of rooms to join in real time, have virtual meetings, classes, and even concerts, all while prioritizing your privacy. Apart Posters is a virtual showroom that allows you to explore their collections of posters in a 3D environment. There are lots of cool and psychedelic environments there that make you feel like you're in an art gallery. I spent quite a bit of time walking around and exploring every showroom. It's pretty impressive. Paleo California is a virtual museum that allows you to explore prehistoric California through interactive exhibits and educational content. You can learn about the geology of California, its ancient ecosystems, and the animals that lived there millions of years ago. This app is very simple, but it shows interesting things that you can do with WebXR for education. Magical Reflection is an awesome museum-like experience where you find yourself wandering around a gallery filled with real paintings. It features really high-quality images of paintings, and you can learn more about them by hovering over them with your controllers. And you can even jump into some of them. That's right, you can be inside the paintings, and you can take pictures in them while you're being inside. How cool is that? If you would like to check out more WebXR experiences, you can find lots of them in the Meta Quest browser. Just head over there and look for Best of Immersive Web. You'll find some cool stuff I've discussed in this video and some other things that can be pretty weird, like this Make It Rain experience where you can make it rain. That's about it. Personally, I do think that WebXR is the future of VR on the web. It opens up new possibilities and opportunities for VR users and developers and making accessing VR experiences in a whole new way. So why not give it a try? Thanks for watching and see you next time.